All right, thanks for joining me again. Make sure this light is pretty good here. It's pretty dark out, we're late at night, but I have a good light here for working on the face detail of Zac Chambers for this whirlwind painting. Go ahead and get this set up here. So I'm just going to be working on the detail on the face here. We're just going to have a short scope today. I'm going to zoom in a tiny bit so you guys can see the details. So this is Zac Chambers wearing whirlwind clothing. And I did the short scope earlier today where we kind of laid in the first color washes, and now we are working on the details in the face. So we're going to do, first off is we're going to add some details right in here on the eye. Take my skin tone here, already preset, add a bit of blue to it, make it a little bit darker. We only need a little bit of pigment. I'm getting the brush really thin so that we can add these details in around the eyes. I just need to barely, just very lightly touch the paper. And with this technique, there's not very much water in the brush. For this type of watercolor paint technique. Just very light. And right now it looks like he's wearing makeup. That's just because those are the darkest parts on the page right now. Everything else, we're going to have a lot more darks on here. It's going to look less like he's wearing makeup around the eyes, especially when we get the irises in there. Beautiful blue eyes that Zac has. I'm actually going to do is go ahead and add the blue for the eyes, just so we can anchor our darks. Oh, perfect. So we got the eyes in there. So what I'm trying to do is get as many of the darks in as possible. So the darkest areas are usually right around the eyes, right around the nostrils of the nose, and then where the lips come together. So those are the areas I want to do first, just so I can anchor the darks of my painting. Space between the lips. And then these areas of the nostril. Those are usually the darkest areas on a portrait. So I'm going to get those kind of anchored. They may get darker as we go along, but I just need them set now so I know where I'm going with the rest of the painting. And he has this orange scruff on his face, so I'm going to go ahead and lay that in a little bit too. We're just going to make some dash marks with some dirty orange paint for the bit of beard and mustache. And this right now doesn't need to be perfect. We're just setting it in, giving ourselves a good place to work from as we add the details. How are you folks tonight? Where are you guys viewing from? I'd love to hear where everybody's at. I'm in Delaware at the moment, in Hockessin. Next week I'll be in Vegas. if you guys want to follow along as I do some live painting at a fashion trade show. Middletown, Delaware. I'm not too familiar with Delaware, so I'm not sure. Where is Middletown, Gregory?
South.
Yeah, we're pretty much all the way north right now, huh? Near Dover, all right. Dover, I haven't been, honestly, I've mostly just been up in the Wilmington area. I haven't gone too far south in Delaware. That's great. And his really pale eyebrows, which I'm all too familiar with. I have very pale eyebrows as well. And they are not orange at all. It's kind of a light brown, very blonde. Just going to lay in a little bit, and I'm actually going to wash that out even. It's probably too dark. They're thick brows, but they're very pale.
Did you get the dogs tonight, Matt?
What do you mean, were they fed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they are
I
good to
thought
go.
they were. Just following me.
Had to double check. The shadows recently with the faces, I've been adding purple to my skin tone to create these darker shades for the shadows, which I'm really liking. Just taking a bit of red here into the nose, even into the eyes there, that's better. Not a very intense red, kind of a dull red, just give it a little bit more color. Alright, I think that'll do it for our short scope tonight. Just adding in some details for this Zac Chambers Railwind painting. Give you guys a full view here. I have a lot more detail to go, but I just wanted to share with you guys a little bit of the process. Focus on the details there. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I'll see you guys more later.